the Oregon Ducks Road to College Football Playoff gameplay here, boys. We are going to be breaking down the Oregon Ducks for the Road to College Football Playoff. We're going to be taking on the best team in college football, 26. That is the LSU Tigers. But one of the benefits is we are going to be able to have the home field advantage, so we do not have the stadium poll stuff coming after us here. We are 8-2 coming in this game, 78% pass, 16% rush, pretty much pass the ball every single play. So we are going to see how the Oregon Ducks are going to be doing. Going to go ahead. Always make sure you're doing your settings here before you pick anything. Love to have the safety depth on close and pinch. And then we are going to be good to go. Oregon is a really good team in this game. I'm going to be showing you why in their depth chart. I'm also going to be talking about, kind of some of the schemes that you can use with these guys in this game. If you guys want to take your Madden or college football game to the next level, I'll put a link in the description for my school community. That will help you get better. It's only $10. It gets you access to all of my offensive and defensive ebooks for both Madden and for college football. So if you want to check that out, again, that is going to be in the description below. This quarterback right here, I know he looks terrible. Luke Moga, this dude is a dog. He has a workhorse, which is a great ability. So we're going to be putting him in the ball game and just kind of seeing how he does. This guy right here, Evan Stewart, and this guy, DeCorian Moore, these two receivers are two of the best receivers in this game. We also have this guy, Benson. What I like to do with this team is I put Moore in the slot, and I put Benson and Stewart on the outside. Now, what's nice about the Oregon playbook, they have normal wide close, which is one of my favorite formations in the game. Love this formation. It has all kinds of really, really good plays within it, but they also have the bunch strong offset with, in my opinion, the best play in the game, which is the play flood. There's so many route combos you can do out of this play flood. You don't even necessarily need to hot route that much. It's a very, very simple play that can be ran at a very, very high level. So we're going to see how our new quarterbacks do. We're not even going to put a hot route on the field. We are just going to go, and our corner route is wide open out of the gate, and we are going to pause one more time on him just to simply do a quick depth chart check and take a look at these defensive players, see if they have any good players on the defensive side of the ball. They do have this guy here, Mayo Uegale. He has some pass rushing, looks like. Time Tuiotu looks like he has some pass rushing, and that is about it. So we got Tuiotu on defense, and he's going to go ahead and get out of here. We'll get into another game with the Oregon Ducks. All right, boys, we are back with the Ducks, and this time the Ducks looks like they're going to be on the road against the Cougs. I actually live very, very close to BYU. Oh, no, we are playing Penn State, the Nittany Lions. Kind of nervous about this game because the Penn State Nittany Lions have one of the glitchiest offensive playbooks in all of college football 26. So I'm kind of scared about this game, and we are going to be having to go with against the Stadium Pulse. So we are going to see how that pans out for us, but going to go ahead, get my settings here close and pinch, and we are going to be good to rock and roll. Playing the Penn State and Indy Lions against Swift the Shooter, W name, and we're going to try to dart up and down the field. Now, I do have bunch strong offset in our school community. If you guys want to check out, it's going to be my primary offense. I do have normal wild close in here too, which I am working on that for our school community as well. The one thing about Oregon's playbook is they don't have some of the best plays in this formation, unfortunately. They do have this exit PA smash, which is actually cool. They have Y sail, but they don't have some of the other stuff. But that being said, I'll run this for a play. Let me just see if I can just put a quick drag out here. And we're already getting just popped. You're going to go with this exit RPO. Really looking for this tight end on this exit motion. I'd love to be able to snap the ball. The game's not going to let me. Can we get this ball off? And we got this little exit play to our tight end. And that is going to give us a chance to check into our coaching depth chart real quick. Just make a couple of the changes that we just talked about. And of course, I'm going to mess up and hit one of the wrong buttons. That's okay. I'm going to go auto reorder. And my guy, this guy Moga, that is our quarterback of choice for this team. And we're going to see how he does. Now, the nice thing about this bunch formation, you don't have to make a lot of hot routes when you run this. So you can actually run this against Stadium Pulse pretty effectively because it's really just stemming the routes down, which is not going to be hurt by the Stadium Pulse. Although Penn State playing some baggy man coverage early here, and let's see if we can get that guy more. We want to put him in the slot. So we're going to put Benson over here. We're going to put, and then we're going to put Moore in the slot, and then we're going to put that guy Stewart right there, and we're going to go with our base flood setup for this situation. So again, you really want to not have to hot route a lot. We know he's in man coverage. We know we're going to be looking for the in route. I'm going to try to hit this tight end in the seam. Tight throw. Not going to be there. Didn't flip my play like I probably should have. And that's going to get us on a 4th down. We do have this corner strike play. We're going to try to go to it here in this situation. We got a high-low on both sides of the field. We're able to get that quick snap adjustment off. We're really looking for this tight end here. And we're going to have a touchdown right up the seam if we can make a catch. And my man Moore does make a catch, all 98 speed of him, but he's not able to get to finish the job. But we're able to go no huddle, able to go quick here, and we're going to go with another just simple high-low read combo. I think he's probably going to be in the same defense as they often are, and we have a nice short corner route that we are going to throw into the 3rd row because, unfortunately for me, I am using a 71 overall quarterback, and also you just get inaccuracy in this game. There's really nothing bad about it. All right, we're going to stem this guy straight up, see if we can just get him on a vertical route. The game is not letting us get him on a vertical route. We are going to reset. Not able to reset. I don't know what we're going to do. The stadium pulse is going crazy, and we're going to have to just check it down to the running back when we get out of there. And Hughes works the ball up and down the field here. Now, he is the kind of person that is probably not going to be able to stop corner strike, I have a feeling. So that's going to probably be our main play. I just got to figure out a way to run this. Ooh, this might actually be a great setup. If he goes man coverage, I'm going to have a really, really good option. This quarterback is struggling to get his adjustments in. Nice throw from the quarterback. He made one bad throw, comes back on a big 3rd down, and makes a great throw for us. And now we're going to be able to get into some of the bubble gum, some of the RPO game here down in the red zone. And just see what we see here. One of the best plays in the red zone is the play return spacing. The game will not let me audible to it, which is really, really unfortunate. And I think I'm going to get a delay game. I'm not. I'm finally able to get my audible off. I think he audibles to zone, but we're going to be looking for Benson here in the flat. See if we're able to hit him. He does go with a cloud. Able to get it to him, but unfortunately not able to break loose. And now I'm going to go to the return RPO flat. I think this is a really good play. I am going to be stemming this little hook up so that it runs more like a streak. And then if he goes man coverage, I'm going to have this flat. I should have this flat on the outside here. And I'm not going to have it. And that did not work out exactly like I wanted it to. All right, last play here, 3rd and goal. We need to get in here. The only problem is I underestimated how hard it would be to get in if you are not able to hot route. So we're going to go with the return spacing. Going to get that motion going. I'm going to be looking at that backside flat. I'm going to look to this slant quick. Little pop pass. Get the user going one way. And we pop him in the other way. It's a touchdown for the Ducks. And a big, big touchdown early. I will say in college football 26, because stadium pulse is such a big, big challenge, it's not necessarily a bad idea to try to be on offense first. Try to get the crowd quieted down to get the game to a more manageable position, because that stadium pulse is crazy. That was a very methodical 10-play, 70-some yard drive, taking up most of the first quarter, and now we're going to get the opportunity to see what our defense can do for the Ducks. Now, their playbook defensively is definitely not bad. It's a 3-4 based playbook, so they do have the 2-4 double mug, which I really like, and guess what? They have the 3-3 mint. I think the 3-3 mint is a super good defense in this game. It's very balanced. It can do a lot for you. So we're going to see how that goes. He's going to start us off. And I told you already, boys, Penn State has one of the glitchiest offenses in all of college football 26. We have to be ready for this RPO. I set my settings. They clearly didn't really work, which is very, very disheartening. For some reason, we just got a flag as he's going to throw us an interception. No, he's not going to throw us an interception because we did not turn our eyes around. And not only do we get an offsides, which I hope he accepts, but we give up a big, big play as well. Very unfortunate. All right, we're going to go back into our bag here defensively. Got a little screenplay. And we are screaming off the edge. I do have to put that one guy in. It's that Tua, not Imoegle. It's Tua Totu, however you say his name. And then Uoegle there. And then we're going to put Porter over here. All right. And then the defense we're going to use is going to be this Hot Blitz Bail. There we go. Got our setup in here. Got to watch for this flat. That's a deep half right there. I'm just not touching it. I'm just going to let the game do what the game will do. Sometimes you just have to let the game do what the game is going to do, boys. All right. We go Tampa 2 here. Try this defense out a little bit. Really what I'm trying to do is play more of a cover 2 approach here. Going to force that check down. Very nice. It's going to bring up a 4th and 5 opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Only problem is we don't have great personnel to run this defense. I think what I'm going to do here, I think I'm going to go back to that Tampa 2. And we're just going to go straight hard flats. Get real aggressive here. And we're able to get the stop on 4th down. That's huge. And you get the pressure there from the 3-3 men. That's what I love about 3-3 men is it's going to get you pressure 100%. Like, that defense is going to get you pressure. We're able to get the pressure right as he's trying to throw for the 1st down, and that is actually huge. All right, we're going to go base pass pro here. Always a good idea to go base pass pro. We have this streak up top. Can we outrun him? That's our 98 speed guy, and I didn't see his eyes. Did you? No eyes. No pick. A lot of man coverage from my opponent in this game so far. I really, really want to audible, but I'm not going to be able to. Can I just go to return spacing, please? Please, I know he's in man coverage. Just let me beat him to the flat. We're going to try to out leverage him here to the flat if we could snap the ball. And if not, we're going to probably scramble around, try to make something happen here. He is going to go cover 2, and that hitch is just going to be wide open, but we're going to get another inaccurate, unfortunately. And I really don't believe that it is the fault of my quarterback, actually, contrary to popular belief. I think it is just the game. And maybe it's under pressure. I don't know. But my quarterback standing strong in the pocket, trying to deliver a good wide open read. And the game just doesn't want us to be great. All right, going to go back to quarter strike here in this situation. And unfortunately, we are going to get wrapped up and bagged up. And that's pretty good defense by my opponent. All right, so what I like to do in this situation, I know you might be thinking, Cody, why in the world would you go for this? The reason I like to go for this here is because if I get stopped, there's 2 minutes left on the clock. And so he might, he'll score fast, more than likely. And then I'll get the ball back for a chance to go down and score before half. Or I'll actually, dude, look at this pass rush for Penn State. I'm just getting barked at. And good defense by my opponent. He's going to be able to get off the field. All right, so now I'm going to go to the 3-4 odd. Go with a little bit more heavy pressure. Kind of get real aggressive here. Try to just take the drags away. I'm not going to be able to do that. So as you see, he's able to score quick, but now this is going to be able to give me the ball back with the potential to be able to go in at halftime up by a touchdown. Whereas had I punted the ball, he would have been able to methodically drive down the field and more than likely go into halftime tied as opposed to being down by 7. At least, obviously, that is how everything works in my head. We will see if that is how it works in the actual game. All right, so got to be a little better offensively. We really did not have an answer for his pass rush on that last drive. So we're going to have to work with some other I don't know for sure what I want to do here. I think we just kind of need to maybe just get back to the basics here. Going to go to the jet touch pass and just see if we could just start out this drive with some positive yards. Probably got to get a little bit more methodical in terms of our routes and plays. As you see, his D-line is lit up like a Christmas tree, and he's ready to ball out. Stewart, number 56 there on the carry. Great number for him. Go wild trips. I'm hoping I have RPO read flat, and I don't have it, unfortunately. That's going to do it for the first for the second quarter, or no, that's going to do it for 2-minute warning. It's running a lot of man coverage. Kind of mixing between man coverage and cover two. Go back to that corner strike play. I think I'm just going to snap the ball. Can I slot fade this guy? Got a post route here. Could be man. Not man. I'm going to have to just take the check down. As you see, the pass rush is getting after me. I'm going to have to take what the defense gives me. Now, I will say, because of what I just saw, this is going to give me kind of reason to believe I might be able to hit this RPO. As you saw right there, I mean, the pass rush just absolutely getting after it. Going to look for hit this RPO. Just going to hand it off. We get out of there, break a tackle with Hughes. Good run by him. And this is plenty of time in college football 26 to be able to get some easy yardage. I'm going to go back to that RPO. And the reason I wanted to call this is because you can stem this guy all the way up. And if they fall asleep at the wheel defensively, this could be a touchdown. I'm reading that safety, just trying to see if that's an option. No, but I do have this quick flat. As you see, that just out leverages man coverage just so well in this game. And nothing like those motion plays against man coverage this year. The motion flats are a lot better than the motion wheels, just in terms of being able to consistently beat man coverage. Going to go with a quick snap of the play flood here. Really looking for this tight end. My quarterback throws the ball in the third row again. Not really a fan of that. Been seeing a little too much of the third row throws. I was thinking in this situation, I'm going to run. I think I'm going to return. I think I'm just going to go corner strike here, just stock. Looking for that tight end flat. Nice spin move. That's a really nice spin move by that tight end. We might have to spam that right now, boys. We might have to spam that right now. He better be playing hard flat on that left side. He is playing hard flat on the left side, but he's not there to cover the back. And I'll tell you that running back just gets on such a soft spot against the defense. Now, one of the best play calls you can have in this situation right here is to run this clock down. We are going to sit here and we are going to think about things. Now, if you've been watching this video all the way through, if you've enjoyed my content, I would encourage you to check out our school community. It's only $10. It gets you access to all of my offensive and defensive full schemes for Madden and for college football. So if you want to check that out, that link is in the description, and it is now time to run the ball. Let's see if the duo run will work. I actually don't want to score here. I end up scoring, which is okay. Kind of wanted to go down there to see if I can take a little bit more clock, because he is now going to be in a position where he can go down and potentially try to score before half. The one thing about this, though, is this is going to force him to pass, and he's going to have to pretty much pass his whole way down the field, which some people aren't the best at doing, and it's going to give me an opportunity maybe to get a turnover. So we'll see how that works out for us on the defensive side of the ball. Going to get back into that 3-3-5 mint. This is a really good defense for this situation right here. And what I like to do, I'm going to just kind of play a little three deep, or Tampa 3 basically, and trying to just rally and tackle, keep everything in front of us on the flats, force him to have to take the underneath. All right, we got a little pressure here off those left side. Gonna go with a little play action. He is gonna throw this up. I'm gonna go ahead and just swat that down. And this is kind of a big down right here. If he does get stopped, we will have a little bit of an opportunity. I'm gonna go with a little yellow zone. He is gonna run the ball. He's gonna juke back. Good juke. And about 12 seconds here, so we should be okay. Just going to put him in the deep blue. I'm actually going to get on this vert hook. And that right there, that throw is very difficult to do in this year's game. Was something that you could do last year. Really not that great this year. All right, I'm going to drop that deep blue back, and I'm just going to get right in here. I'm going to try to get a little pressure. Try and get a little stingy on the drag. He is not able to hit that throw again. That looked a little bit more open for him. And he's coming out in the Hail Mary. So what I like to do is when somebody is Hail Marying, I like to send at least 6. I'll put quarters on the outside. Probably back these guys up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put Cloud. Just rally and tackle. Very good. And we're going to get out of there with a 7-point lead. Exactly what we wanted to have happen, honestly, offensively in that end of that situation. Now, he is going to get the ball, but again, had this game be tied, it's a lot different of a feel where he's got ball potentially going up 7 as opposed to now having the ball being down 7. A lot different in terms of how this plays out. Really key end of half scenario there for us. And we're going to see if the defense can get another stop. The defense has been doing really, really well for us today. This nickel 3-3 mint, even though it's a very simple defense, it is a very, very effective defense and a lot of things that are good about it. Very balanced defense can really do a lot for you. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 8. Let's see if I can get set up in here. I don't think I really need to hover either. Good pressure. Not quite able to get there. Just kind of a Tampa 3 look here right now for me. Just trying to play a little balanced here. Might go with a crossfire look. One of the best things you can do in this game. Let me actually put the shell on cover 2 here. So it kind of looks like that, but I'm going to go hot blitz bail. Try to get a little loop here. Nice pass off, good D. Not quite able to get the stop. Very good pressure. Good run D right here. The no huddle is really going to change how I can call defense because you can snap the ball so dang fast in this game. Contain here. Look at my blitzing middle linebacker run into Kansas. Are you kidding me? And I can't move him. That's really, really bad for the game. I think it's insane that can happen. Let me double check my my coach adjustments after this. Go back to the basic. Go back to the basic defense. I'm gonna go a little aggressive here. Play a little hard flat. I'm gonna put this guy in an outside 3rd to the right. Try to get real aggressive. That is gonna bring up a 4th and 4. Now we have a potential for a stop. What I like to do here is I'm going to get really, really aggressive. We're hard flatting. We're blitzing everybody. That's a hard flat. Threw right at it. Did we get the stop? We did not get the stop. Awesome. All right, we're going to run a little roll coverage here. Just got super out leveraged to the flat. And he himself is being fairly methodical here. I think honestly that's because I was in this stupid shell. So you can't. I need this to be disabled as well. And let's just go Tampa 2. Let's just get back in the basics. I'm gonna go hard flat again. I feel like he's gonna give me one. Throws right at a hard flat, but he has a blocker. Little swing screen. I don't know. All right, here we're just going to run cover 2 hard flat pressed up. Trying to just get this edge pressure. And he's going to throw right at me. It's a big play loop, but we caught him trying to be a little too greedy on the outside. And we're able to get the interception. That's a huge interception. Now, this is his opportunity to try to stand up for himself. But we kind of hold the cards here. I'm going to go back in that bunch strong. And the play that I'm going to run is that RPO flat. It's a great little gadget play to try to take advantage of an overcommitted defense. We'll see if we're able to do that here. Does appear like he's going to get a little motion back, and we are going to be in that man coverage. We should be able to get that flat out there quick. A couple free yards there. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 6. It's a big drive for us trying to close this one out as the Oregon Ducks against the Nittany Lions here. I think I'm just going to run it just like this. The stadium pulse is rocking. You got to believe you're going to see some kind of cover 2 here. Really reading that flat defender on the outside. Do we have the leverage? We do have the leverage. We're going to try to get that out there, get a nice rack catch. And unfortunately, Stewart just not able to get the extra yardage. And I feel like we have just been wearing out the flats. I think this is the perfect time to go to the play dagger, one of the best plays in the game. All you have to do with this play is just put the slot receiver on a crosser. You have a natural high-low from right to left. Pretty much breaks down zone, man coverage. I think dagger literally might be one of the best plays in the game. One of the hardest plays to stop consistently this year is this play dagger. You really kind of have to sell out to stop it. Got a high-low read here. Gonna be looking over here to the right side, see if I have my guy over the top. I don't. I can't see my icons. I just have to trust that I know the buttons, and I end up throwing it to the right player on the field. And we're gonna kind of spam dagger. I really do think dagger is one of them plays that you can just actually spam in this game this year. This was one of my favorite plays last year. I feel like it actually got better this year because last year's game, it was really hard to throw the crosser. And I feel like in this year's game, it's a little bit more straightforward. So we're going to see how we can just kind of make this play our baby for a minute here. Get it up to Benson, break a tackle. Can he spin out of there? And that's going to bring up a 1st and 10 with about 2:35 left in the fourth quarter. This is a put away drive. This is something we'd never shy away from. We always put them away. Let's see if we can do it here. If the game will let me snap the ball. There's that crosser. See, I was telling you that crosser last year was so difficult to throw against that zone look. This year, it's really, really nice to throw. It's also very difficult for them to stop. That crosser this year it's a little harder to switch stick than it was last year. And in college football, what's nice about it, the hash marks are just so powerful that crosser is going to be able to get over there every single time. Now, one of the biggest things you can do, make sure you're using the base blocking, the base protection. That is pretty much going to block every single blitz in this game. Got a little bit of a poor throw there from my quarterback. What I like to do typically this year is I'm gonna set my pass pro up first, and then I'm gonna do a quick hot route. The problem is the stadium pulse. I feel like it's harder to do a stadium pulse hot route. I feel like if you do it first thing out of the huddle, you got a better chance of that hot route registering. As you can see here, I am not able to hot route him on the route I want him to go to. I think the game just allowed me to, and I'm going to take this drag and almost throw an interception. We got wiggly lines everywhere. Not really ideal. So we're going to actually go to a play. We know 3rd and 10. We know this is his last chance at getting a stop, his last chance at getting off the field. We are going to go to the play flood because we know that we don't have to make any hot routes to it. All we have to do is just stem this guy all the way down, set up our pass protection so that we're ready to rock, ready to roll, and we are going to take our flat route on that right side. Would have had the tight end corner, but I didn't want to risk it against the protection. I know going into this that I am going to be going for this on 4th down. Kind of a big decision here, but I think I got to go dagger here. I am going to try to get that crosser off the second I break the huddle. If I can do that, I think I've got a really good chance of this play working. It all comes down to what is the 12th man. You see there, I am able to get the hot route off. And one final hot route. He's not showing a lot of pressure here. So I'm going to put that running back on a streak for my bread. This is one of the best plays in college football. And that drag ran about 50 yards, but it was able to get the job done. And we are able to hit it and get that 1st down, keep them chains moving. Now we're in a red zone situation. Just kind of a really nice put away drive, kind of facing the fire with the stadium pulse. Some clutch dots from my 71 overall quarterback, number 56. Absolute dog of a receiver. Not every receiver is, he's kind of takes a lot of flack for wearing the number 56, but sometimes he gets out there, he mixes it up, he makes some plays. Looking at this flat, I'm telling you guys, the flats are literally always open in this game. As you see the flat zone drop back for 5 billion yards. This is probably the best red zone play in the game simply because it's almost impossible to stop a flat route. Like, it is so free. You can throw it against man. You can throw it against zone. I did not realize until this game how ridiculously difficult it is to stop a flat route, which is probably why EA said we don't want you to hot route flat routes anymore. Anywho, that being said, let's see if we can hit it here to Benson. Going to go, it looks like he is going to go man coverage here. This means this should be free. Get that natural pick, natural rub, and we walk in there for a huge put away touchdown. And this return spacing play is really, really good. Might be the best money play in college football 26, as I'm now starting to kind of put the pieces together as to why this play is so good. This play is ridiculously good just because you got that flat. You also have a backside isolation slant and a little hitch right in this little pocket. Going to just take this. Again, that's a hard flat. See if we can just turn that up. Probably shouldn't have thrown that, but I wanted to kind of test the limits of the motion flat route. And we're just going to play some bend but don't break defense and try to get this game wrapped up for you. I do want to thank you guys for watching this video. I also want to let you know, if you do want to take your college football game to the next level, you want all of my full offensive, defensive ebooks, pro tips, mini schemes, everything that you need to take your game to the next level in both college football and Madden. All of that stuff is available in our school community, and that link is going to be in the description below. So if you guys want to check that out, that is going to be down there. It's going to just rally and tackle here. Try to just lay the wood with that big boy. Got Bocher here. And I got Thyman. This Thyman dude's a dog. Look at the play art just going crazy. I'm going to hit him. We're going to lay the wood. We're going to make them earn every yard. We're going to make them feel every yard. Go hard flat here. And there's a good screamer up the A-gap. 2nd and 17. Good pressure there. A big 54. Great screen. That was actually a really good screen. That was like a really cool screen. I have not seen a screen ran like that before, huh? My play art's bugged. I'm just going to send him. There's the screen again. That's going to bring him up on a 4th and 10. He is scrambling now. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it out. Little B-gap pressure. Oh, and then he just disappears. And it does look like my opponent is going to maybe concede the defeat. His crowd has turned on him. He no longer has stadium pulse. Look at my play art. Boys, thanks for watching the video as the Oregon Ducks get the W. Again, if you want to get into the ebooks, everything is linked down in the description below.